That's right, the Ben Buzz presents the Buzzsaw. Now, this is the first edition of it, technically, at least with the name. We had done it last week a little bit where I just run through a bunch of games of unranked teams and just pick them off of raw saw instincts. So that's what we're going to be doing this week, and I'm going to try to get a lot of them right. I got a really good deal of them right, so let's see how the saw does this week, and then we'll report how well the saw did each week. All right, now, Houston Christian at Nebraska. I got to go Nebraska there. Tosin at Maryland. I'm going Maryland. We got William and Mary at Virginia. I got to go Virginia here. Sanford at Baylor. Baylor looks actually pretty good. I got Baylor here. I really like Baylor. And Memphis at Troy. Troy, yeah, I got to go Troy. They look decent against Clemson. I think they're going to win this week. Buffalo at Kent State. Give me Buffalo. Once again, I was born there. I have to. I say that every time I pick them. New Hampshire at Ball State. Give me New Hampshire. You know what? Give me New Hampshire. UConn at Delaware. I'm going UConn. Let's see here. I'm taking USC on the road at Purdue. Norfolk State at Rutgers. I got to go Rutgers there. Youngstown State at Michigan State. Yeah, that's Michigan State all day. Washington State at North Texas. I'm going Wazoo. I'm going with the Cougars there. SMU at Missouri State. This is a great get-back win for SMU. I got to go with them. I think they're going to respond after getting beaten by Baylor last week. Pittsburgh at Virginia. Yeah, let's go Pittsburgh. Richmond at North Carolina. I can't pick Richmond after they beat Iowa in March Madness a few years ago. I every time I see that Spider logo, I'm remembering that haunted memory of losing right away in March Madness after we won the Big Ten. I can't. I'm going North Carolina. Northwestern State at Cincinnati. I'm going with Cincy. Incarnate Ward against UTSA. Yeah, I got to go UTSA. I don't know what Incarnate Ward is. Morgan State at Toledo. Let's go Toledo. Then I'm going to go Liberty over Bowling Green. And then Middle Tennessee at Nevada. Give me Nevada. Alcorn State at Mississippi State. Mississippi State should be ranked. I'm going Mississippi State. And then Florida Atlantic at Florida International. In honor of them making March Madness Final Four a couple of years ago, give me Florida Atlantic. Merrimack at Kennesaw State. Merrimack, that sounds pretty cool. Eastern Kentucky at Marshall. Yeah, give me Eastern Kentucky. Monmouth at Charlotte. I like Charlotte there. And then I'm going to go Old Dominion on the road at Virginia Tech. I like them. They did decently well against Indiana. Jacksonville State at Georgia Southern. Give me Jacksonville State. Murray State at Georgia State. You know what? Murray State always breaks my bracket because they're always ranked so high in March Madness and then always lose for no reason. Give me Georgia State. App State at Southern Miss. I like Southern State. Southern Miss. I think they're going to get a good week this week, especially with all the things they brought from Marshall. Prairie View A&M at Rice. Prairie View. I'm going Rice. I think they're going to win that one. Don't ask me why though. Eastern Michigan at Kentucky. Yeah, it's just they're showing up to get killed. Unfortunately, I'm going Kentucky. And then we got New Mexico State at Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech did decent against LSU. Give me them. Louisiana Tech, East Carolina at Coastal Carolina. You know what? In honor of their teal field, I think that's so cool. Give me Coastal Carolina. And then we got Duke at Tulane. Yeah, I don't know. No, I have to think fast. I got Tulane. Abilene Christian at Texas Christian University and TCU. You know what? It's a battle of the Christians, and I think TCU's coming out of it at home. Navy at Tulsa. I got Tulsa. Akron at UAB. I got to go UAB there. And then Air Force at Utah State. Utah State did decent against Texas A&M. I'm going Utah State. Then Southern at Fresno State. Fresno State. Minnesota at California. I got to ride with the Big Ten. Minnesota had 60 points at halftime in a game last week. Give me Minnesota. Then we got Boston College at Stanford. Now, Stanford with Andrew Luck and Frank Reich, I know what they're trying to do there, but Boston College, after losing in double overtime, or maybe it was single overtime, but a crazy game to Michigan State, I think they're going to get back on track this week, and they're going to beat Stanford on the road. I got Boston College. And Texas State at Arizona State. Oh, Arizona State needs to get back, and I think they will. Portland State at Hawaii. Let's go Hawaii. The Rainbow Warriors. Once again, don't ask me why, but I'm going with Hawaii. Let's see how this saw does this week. I'm very excited. I felt pretty good about a lot of these rankings, a lot of these picks. And we're going to do a report next week and see how the saw does. But I'm very optimistic. I think I got all of them. So, I guess we'll see how the saw did. But I think it did great. And, yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see more of the Buzzsaw. I was trying to do be more innovative with the channel. And this was a fun thing that I wanted to do. Especially with how many college football games there are week to week. So it's just something fun that I was thinking of doing. If you want to see more of this, let me know. And even if no one comments, I'll probably still do more of it because I have a lot of fun doing that. Surprisingly amount of fun. Yeah, and it's so funny to run through just all of those games, and it's just a lot. I go through them so much faster than the rest of the games, but that's the whole point. It's raw saw instincts. Yes, I did come up with that in 2 seconds. It's a pretty clever rhyme. I thought so. But yeah, that was pretty fun, and I'll try to do that week to week.